Okay, in this lesson we're going to have a look at the 5 positions of the Mixolydian mode. The Mixolydian mode's a major mode. It's constructed from the 5th degree of the diatonic major scale. Okay, so if I play position 1 first, again we're going to be working in G major for these modes. Okay, so G Mixolydian, starting with the 2nd finger on that 3rd fret of the 6th string. Okay, so when you're playing these, probably finish with a major chord because it's a major mode, or even better, actually play a dominant 7th chord. So G7 over it. Okay, so that's G Mixolydian. Let's have a closer look at that position 1 now. So we start with the 2nd finger on that 6th string 3rd fret, and then there's 2 notes, one after that, with a little finger on the 5th fret. Okay, and on the 5th string we've got 1st finger on the 2nd fret, and then followed by the 2nd finger on the 3rd fret, and little finger on the 5th fret of the 5th string. Okay. And then same again on the 4th string, we've got 1st finger, 2nd finger on the 3rd fret, and little finger on the 5th fret as well. Okay, and on the 3rd string we've got 1st finger on the 2nd fret, followed by 3rd finger on the 4th, and little finger on the 5th. Okay, so I'll just play that from the top. Okay, and then when you get to the 2nd string, 1st finger moves up to that 3rd fret, and followed by 3rd finger on the 5th fret, and little finger on the 6th fret. On the top string we finish with 2 notes, 1st finger on the 3rd fret, then 3rd finger on the 5th fret. Okay, so I'll just play that all the way through. So that's position 1 Mixolydian, and that position has got root notes on that 3rd fret of the 6th string. We were playing with the 2nd finger, and that's a G, and that's repeated on the 5th fret of the 4th string. We were playing with the little finger, and on the top string 3rd fret with the 1st finger. So those are all the G's, the root notes in the mode. Remember, these are movable shapes as well, so I'm showing them in G Mixolydian, but you know, if you move the shapes up, you know, so say if you start on that 5th fret, you can play A Mixolydian, and so on. So you can play in any key really. Okay, so that's position 1. Let's have a look at position 2. So position 2 starts on the 5th fret with the 1st finger of the 6th string. Okay, so we've got 1st finger, then 3rd finger on the 7th fret, a little finger on the 8th fret, and that shape's repeated on the 5th string. Okay. And on the 4th string we've got 1st finger on the 5th fret, followed by 3rd finger on the 7th fret. Okay, so from the top. On the 3rd string, 1st finger steps back to the 4th fret. We've got 1st finger, 2nd finger on the 5th, little finger on the 7th. And on the 2nd string, the 1st finger shifts back up to that 5th fret. It's 2nd finger on the 6th, little finger on the 8th. On the last string, we've got 1st finger on the 7th, followed by 1st finger on the 5th, followed by 3rd finger on the 7th, and little finger on the 8th. Okay, so let's piece that together. Okay, in position 2 has got root note on that 4th string 5th fret. We were playing with the 1st finger, and then that's repeated on the 8th fret of that 2nd string. We were playing with the little finger. So those are the G's in that position. Okay, so then position 3, so now we're starting on the 7th fret with the 1st finger. So we've got first finger, second finger on the 8th, and little finger on the 10th, and that pattern's repeated on the 5th string as well. Okay, and then on the 4th string we've got first finger on the 7th, third finger on the 9th, and then little finger on the 10th, and then that pattern's repeated on the 3rd string as well. Okay, and then on the 2nd string we've got 2 notes, second finger on the 8th fret, little finger on the 10th fret, then finishing on the top string with first finger on the 7th, second finger on the 8th, and little finger on the 10th. Okay, so let's piece all that together. Okay, and then position 3's got root notes. On the 10th fret of that 5th string we were playing with the little finger, and then on the 2nd string on the 8th fret we were playing with the 2nd finger. So that's the G notes there. Okay, and then position 4, so now we're starting on the 10th fret of the 6th string with the first finger. We've got that note there followed by third finger on the 12th, and little finger on the 13th. Okay, and then first finger on the 10th, sorry, we're on the 5th string now, 2 notes, first finger on the 10th, then third finger on the 12th. Okay, so from the top. Now onto the 4th string, first finger steps back to the 9th fret, and we've got first finger, second finger on the 10th, and then little finger on the 12th, and then that pattern is repeated on the 3rd string as well. Okay, and then onto the 2nd string, first finger moves back up to the 10th fret, then followed by third finger on the 12th, and then little finger on the 13th, and that shape is kind of repeated on the top string as well. Okay, so let's go from the top of that. Okay, so that's position 4, and position 4's got root notes on the 10th fret of the 5th string. We were playing with the first finger, and that note was repeated on the 12th fret of the 3rd string. We were playing with the little finger. Okay, so, and then last one, position 5. So we're starting on the 12th fret of the 6th string with the first finger, then to the second finger on the 13th fret, and little finger on the 15th fret. Okay, then onto the 5th string, we've got first finger on the 12th, followed by the third finger on the 14th, and little finger on the 15th, and that pattern's repeated on the 4th string as well. And onto the 3rd string, we've got 2 notes, first finger on the 12th, and third finger on the 14th. Then onto the 2nd string, first finger on the 12th, followed by second finger on the 13th, little finger on the 15th. And we've got top string, that pattern then is repeated on the top string, so first finger, second finger, and then little finger. Okay, so I'll just run through that from the top. Okay, and that's position 5, and position 5's got root notes on that 6th string, 15th fret, and that note's repeated on the 12th fret, 3rd string, and also on the top E string, 15th fret. So, okay, and those are your 5 positions. I'll quickly run through them again just to recap. Okay, so we've got position 1 starting with the second finger on the 3rd fret. Position 2 starting first finger on the 5th fret. In position 3, first finger on the 7th fret. position 4 with the first finger starting on the 10th fret. And last one, position 5 with first finger on the 12th fret. Okay, and there's your 5 positions, so have fun with those. If you visit my website www.phillewisguitar.com or click on the text link below this video, you can go straight to my website where you can download a free printable kind of resource sheet with all these shapes on for you to learn. So yeah, you'll find that very useful. So have fun with those, and I'll see you soon.